As we prepare to commence the press conference, may I request all attendees to neutralize your mobile phones, please? So either put it on airplane mode or put it on silent to minimize disruptions during the live conference session. Yes. We will start the press conference at 10 a.m. sharp, Jakarta time. So sit tight another 6 minutes. May I also request colleagues' cooperation to please fill in the seats in front of you first. So left no seats emptied, especially the front seats. Please? Yes. It's fine, it's a free sitting arrangement, especially for the media colleagues, please. Excellencies, honorable guests, media colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the press conference on ASEAN Secretariat's participation at the World Expo Osaka 2025. My name is Destia Pahnael, and I will be your master of ceremony today. It is our pleasure to have every one of you here at the ASEAN Hall in the ASEAN's headquarters to participate in today's press conference. Today's program offers many highlights related to the upcoming World Expo Osaka 2025, from the remarks of His Excellency Nararia Suprapto, Deputy Secretary General of ASEAN for Corporate and Community Affairs and Commissioner General of the ASEAN Secretariat at the World Expo 2025, and His Excellency Ambassador Kiya Masahiko, Ambassador of Japan to ASEAN. We encourage you to use this opportunity to ask your questions regarding ASEAN Secretariat's participation at the World Expo Osaka to both DSG Nara and Ambassador Kiya, who are here to provide insights and answers. Excellencies, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, now that we are ready to begin, may I invite everyone to rise for the singing of the ASEAN anthem, The ASEAN Way. Thank you. Please be seated. Excellencies, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed further into our program and to provide some background of why we are here, we would like to show you a video highlighting the World Expo itself and the ASEAN participation in it. Please enjoy the video.
The World Expo is a global gathering of nations dedicated to finding solutions on the most pressing challenges facing humanity. First held in London in 1851, the World Expo takes place once in every 5 years and typically lasts for 6 months. World Expos provide a unique platform for invited states, nations, and international organizations to showcase innovations, foster international cooperation, and inspire collective action towards a better future for all. The 2020 World Expo in Dubai, UAE, was ASEAN Secretariat's first on-site experience. We hosted the ASEAN Pavilion, which showcased our ASEAN community building and regional integration journey. We featured ASEAN connectivity through interactive events and collaborations among ASEAN member states. Around 500,000 international visitors dropped in the ASEAN Pavilion and received first-hand knowledge on the progress of an ASEAN community, designed to be dynamic, rules-based, people-oriented, and people-centered. ASEAN proudly announces its participation at the World Expo 2025 in Osaka, Japan. We are ready to join other international participants and to spread our friendship across the continents under the theme, Building Bridges. With such a theme, ASEAN will continue to promote itself as a peaceful and prosperous region and ensure people-to-people exchanges. ASEAN looks forward to welcoming all international guests and visitors at our pavilion next year. Spread the word and help us deliver a wonderful expo. See you in Osaka.
Right. Thank you. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, you may be pleased to note that this press conference is also joined live by two of our ASEAN Secretariat colleagues that currently stationed in ASEAN Pavilion in Osaka. Before we proceed further, may I first check whether our colleagues in Osaka can hear us? Check, check. ASEAN HQ to ASEAN Pavilion, please.
Good morning, this is Helen speaking.
Good morning. Konnichiwa, Helen-san. Hi, Sinta-san. Okay, so we will proceed with our program, but please stay on the line and we will get back to you later to, further chat. Okay? Yes. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, to begin with our program, I would like to invite His Excellency Nararia Suprapto, the Deputy Secretary General of ASEAN for Corporate and Community Affairs and the Commissioner General of the Section of ASEAN Secretariat at the World Expo, and His Excellency Ambassador Kiya Masahiko, the Ambassador of Japan to ASEAN, to their seats on the stage, please. Excellencies. Okay. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, to provide us with necessary background about ASEAN Secretariat's participation in the World Expo 2025 Osaka, it is my honor to invite His Excellency Nararia Suprapto, Deputy Secretary General of ASEAN for Corporate and Community Affairs and the Commissioner General of the Section of ASEAN Secretariat at the World Expo 2025, to begin with his remarks. DSG, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Destia. First of all, His Excellency Kiya Masahiko, Ambassador of Japan to ASEAN, representatives from the media, friends and colleagues from ASEAN and Japan. Good morning for those who are in Jakarta and good afternoon for those who are in Osaka. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to this press event at the ASEAN Secretariat to announce our participation in the World Expo to be convened in Osaka. This will last from the 13th of April all the way through to October the 13th. The World Expo is administered by the Bureau of International Exposition since 1931. And it serves as a global gathering of nations seeking united solutions to pressing challenges through immersive experience. The ASEAN Secretariat has been invited to participate in 3 World Expo. Regretfully, we could not participate in the one in Shanghai that was in 2010. But we started our presence in the 2020 Dubai World Expo and this year in Osaka. Our involvement in the series of events occurs once every 5 years and it significantly fills out with great pride. This year, an extremely pivotal year is happening as we are adopting the new ASEAN Community Vision, aiming to build a more integrated, resilient and people-centered region. By leveraging on the foundational goals set under the ACV, the ASEAN Secretariat hopes, through our participation at the Osaka World Expo, bolster peace, prosperity, as well as sustainability in the face of many global challenges around the world. We look to share and pass on such values, spirits, and principles to the guests and visitors to our pavilion in Osaka in the coming months. Indeed, the ASEAN Secretariat is thrilled to participate in this year's World Expo, along with ASEAN member states and with Timor-Leste. Our participation at this global event will carry the theme Building Bridges, which encapsulates our vision of fostering connection with the other participating countries and organizations as well as the wider public. In this regard, the ASEAN Secretariat's Pavilion will showcase contents and display information on updated cooperation, initiative between among and ASEAN as well as ASEAN and Japan partnership. There would be simple quizzes, interactive games like ASEAN Trail Challenges, as well as performance to the present ASEAN rich and cultural and musical heritages. Incidentally, the ASEAN Day, which normally falls on the 8th of August, are normally held here at the ASEAN Secretariat in Jakarta. It will continue to be so, but at the same time, we have this opportune occasion to also hold it in Osaka. This rare moment will testify the enduring friendship and collaboration between ASEAN and Japan. I would further like to take this opportunity at this juncture to thank Japan for their valuable assistance and support, which facilitated our presence in Osaka. This is not a routine event, but it embodies the spirit of Wea or harmony and ikigai purposes that aligns with the ASEAN community's values and principle of uniting our nations under one vision, one identity, as well as one community. Of course, with the relevant support from our associated entities as well as the ASEAN Center and stakeholders, the ASEAN Secretariat's participation in this event strive towards a beacon of collaboration and innovation, where I would like to express our heartfelt appreciation to those involved for enriching our participation. Once again, thank you for coming, and as the Commissioner General of the Osaka Expo, I look forward to welcoming all of you to the ASEAN Pavilion for the next 6-month campaign. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, DSG. Ladies and gentlemen, ASEAN Secretariat's participation at the World Expo 2025 in Osaka is by invitation and made possible through the generous support by the government of Japan. Today, we are honored to have His Excellency Ambassador Kiya Masahiko, the Ambassador of Japan to ASEAN, to provide insights into the ASEAN Secretariat's participation at the Osaka World Expo through the lens of Japan. Excellency Ambassador, the floor is yours.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you, dear Shinara, and friends in ASEAN Secretariat, and the media from across ASEAN and also from Japan. Thank you for this opportunity to make a few words. Regarding ASEAN Pavilion, the Shinara amply explained, so maybe I could share with you Japanese perspective, and also the Japan Expo in Japan, Osaka, Kansai, Japan itself. So it has been 55 years since Japan hosted the World Expo in Osaka in 1970, and 20 years since the 2005 World Expo in Aichi. So this year, Japan is proud to host the Osaka Kansai Expo, featuring 165 official participants, including 158 countries and regions, the largest number ever for an expo hosted by Japan. The government of Japan, together with local governments, industries, and international partners, is working diligently to prepare for this event. For Japan, this Osaka Kansai Expo is a unique opportunity for the world to rediscover Japan. So the ASEAN Pavilion presents a profound opportunity, I believe, for Japan and the international community to appreciate ASEAN centrality and unity, as well as the diversity of ASEAN member states. So I believe that through this event, through this pavilion, and through the ASEAN member states pavilions, the world and Japan learn more, much more about ASEAN. Regarding Japan, the theme of this year's expo is designing future society for our lives. I hope that you got this in the press kit, this summary of this expo. I found that this is a good summary of what we intend to convey to you and the world. Expo 2025 Osaka Kansai, Japan will be an opportunity for the world to come together in one place under the theme of life. We hope that the Expo will foster the exchange of diverse values from around the world, encourages new connections and creations, overcome global challenges, safeguard each and every life, and by reflecting on the essence of life and how we live. We hope to make it an expo that presents a vision of hope for the future. So this is a short summary of what we want to convey through this expo. Specifically, we have the Japan Pavilion, which focuses on the theme of circulation, featuring biogas power generation that will be operating through the events. There will even be rocks from Mars. And the grand, you saw that in the video, the grand roof ring, one of the largest wooden buildings in the world. I think it's the largest according to Guinness, exemplifies the fusion of tradition and innovation. So this expo is a remarkable opportunity for people from around the world to discover many charms, not only of ASEAN, but also of Japan, which is a great privilege. I encourage you to visit the expo, explore ASEAN Pavilion and those of ASEAN countries, and additionally, we hope you take the chance to visit various parts of Japan. I went back to Japan to meet my colleagues from Asia Pacific countries, and also had the opportunity to meet the Prime Minister Ishiba, and one of the strongest messages he conveyed to me or ambassadors was that he's very keen on promoting the regions, showcasing the values and great features of respective regions of the country. So I was tasked to convey to you all that please visit various parts of Japan, when you come over to Expo. So lastly, I believe that this is, and thanks, and I got to also mention that I'm working with not only with ASEC, but JAIF. This jabot is a symbol created by JAIF to symbolize us and Japan cooperation. So thank you for all the support you are extending to us. I believe that this will be a wonderful occasion to showcase the history of trust between Japan and ASEAN, and also envision the future of co-creation between ASEAN and Japan. Well, thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Ambassador Kia. Ladies and gentlemen, the support from the government of Japan through the Japan-ASEAN Integration Fund plays a key role in enabling ASEAN Secretariat's participation at the upcoming World Expo 2025 in Osaka. We deeply appreciate your presence and support to the ASEAN Pavilion. Now, media colleagues, we are entering the Q&A session. Please raise your hand if you want to ask questions to the two excellencies present on the stage. And first, do identify yourself and the media affiliation you represent, and our team will approach you with the microphones. And this will also open, the Q&A session will also be open to the online audience. So after the floor here in Jakarta finish with their questions and answers, I will open the floor from our online audience. Okay, please start. Okay, the lady in the back.
Good morning, Excellencies. I'm Eno from National Radio of Indonesia, and good morning, my colleagues. I have two questions. First to Mr. DSG. What is actually the outcomes that ASEAN expect from this expo? And to Ambassador Kia, how important this expo for Japan in terms of the bilateral relations with ASEAN countries? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. On the first one, ASEAN since its inception has made great strides on so many fronts. We're talking on our trade, economic, innovation, sustainability pillars. And many of their stories we hope to be able to share their journey that we have endured up to this years and what we expect to do in the coming years. So the takeaway is really for the engagement that will happen. Can you imagine an expo like this? We expect about, in Dubai, we had about 300,000 visitors, and we expect a lot more coming to this one in Osaka, where we are able to share our stories, where we are able to make the engagement and the connection under the theme of the ASEAN building bridges.
May I? So regarding the importance of the Expo for ASEAN-Japan bilateral relations, maybe I can focus on two things. One is the multi-layered exchanges. So, because so through Expo, of course, naturally, we are hoping that so many from people from ASEAN are coming to Japan, and also so many Japanese people coming to ASEAN pavilion and the pavilions of ASEAN member states. So at the grassroots level, there will be so many deepening of mutual understanding. But besides, you may know that there are many trade business events taking place in Expo sites. I heard that even on the opening day, there will be a business matching event for some ASEAN member states. So business-wise, there will be, and Osaka is known for center of business traditionally, and innovation, Kansai, Kyoto, for example. And cultural events, as you saw in the previous expo in Dubai, many ASEAN cultural events are taking place, and I'm hoping that the visitors from ASEAN will also visit Expo and other places of Japan to understand more about the culture. So that's one thing. Second thing is especially the high-level political exchanges. So in the case of the ASEAN, I think there'll be key events like ASEAN Day or the opening ceremony, the VIP from ASEAN organization as well as the member states are visiting Japan. But also for respective, say, ASEAN member states' national days, many very senior people from ASEAN member states are visiting there. So there'll be bilateral summit meetings, foreign ministers meetings, trade ministers meeting taking place. So maybe this year is a great opportunity for both ASEAN and Japan to have high-level meetings very frequently, in addition to regular events like Nikkei Future of Asia or other bilateral visits. So those two are the impact of Expo for our bilateral relations.
Thank you, DSG, Ambassador Kia. Second question, please. Yes? Our team.
Nice to see you. I'm Kota from the Asahi Shimbun Jakarta Bureau, and I'm newly appointed from this April, and thank you so much. And I have a question about the safety of Kansai Expo. As you guys may know, the Expo have some positive points, of course. People see this Expo as a chance to expand the popularity and also the friendship, economic value, and so on. But at the same time, there has been like fire accidents or explosion, which is caused by the construction matters. So how do you demand Japanese government to guarantee the safety of this Kansai Expo? And also, from the perspective of Japanese government, how will the Japanese government explain the safety as well as the the safety to the countries which participate in this Kansai Expo, including ASEAN? Thank you.
Thank you for the question, colleagues from Asahi Shimbun. Maybe I would like to ask Ambassador Kia first to answer, and then DSG to comment.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for raising attention of the safety issue, because this is a very important issue for both all the visitors, including from ASEAN countries and also from Japan. Because as Kawano-san pointed out, there was an incident of some methane gas concentration in one of the sites, and which was known for some time since last year, and the countermeasures have been taken, and as a test run took place, I think it was found that there was another high concentration area which was immediately addressed, and the measures were taken. The point is that the key point is the making utmost efforts and ensuring transparency. So I'm committed to the success of this expo, and so the government, Chief Cabinet Secretary, explained everything, and including the countermeasures, and to make sure that the safety is ensured. So I mean, the point is that whatever we have been working with ASEAN or the participant countries, partners, to make this a big success, including safety issues. So we continue working with all the partners to make sure that people fully enjoy, make full use of this opportunity so that the Expo will be a great success. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Ambassador. DSG?
Yes, thank you very much, and foremost, congratulations on your appointment. Yes, thank you for that question once again. I'd like to assure you that there are several preparatory events that have taken place in Osaka, and the issue of safety has always been relayed very openly and transparently. And as Ambassador Kia has mentioned, there are quite a number of updates to making sure that the situation is safe for accommodating global visitors into Osaka. We are assured by the information that has been provided to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador. DSG. Question? Yes, please.
Good afternoon, all. Thank you, Your Excellencies. My name is Willy, and currently I'm with Diandra. We are from CASIA. It's a part of Good News from Indonesia, GNFI. I have two quick questions. So the first one is, what is the significance of ASEAN participation in World Expo 2025, Osaka in shaping the region's collective identity? And the second one is, are there any specific strategies in place to attract international visitors to World Expo 2025 Osaka? Thank you.
Thank you very much. From C, is it?
CASIA.
Yes, thank you for many of your coverages on ASEAN that you've done so far. Yes, we're excited of this event, and evidently when we talk about ASEAN participation, we look ourselves in this one single avenue where countries around the world, global visitors will be visiting the region. And so many of our programs that we'll undertake will evolve around areas on innovation. It will evolve around on sustainability. And we partner with many stakeholders out there, including our ASEAN centers, as well as the ASEAN entities, to present the collaboration and partnership that we have. Now, in this interconnecting world, and why we adopted the theme of ASEAN Bridges is evidently to bringing together the stories of ASEAN, our journey, where we were and where we're going, into all the visitors that are participating in our event. So that is what we would like to relay. And of course, there's also as I was mentioning in my remarks, this year is the adoption of the new ASEAN vision, and we hope to be able to also share the stories of that vision to the community who will be in Osaka.
May I just add
Yes, please, Ambassador.
I think in relation to the ASEAN strategy to promote itself in the world, making use of this expo opportunity, this has been in mind of the leaders of both ASEAN and Japan 2 years ago in 2023, when they get together in Tokyo to commemorate the 50th anniversary of ASEAN-Japan friendship and cooperation. So there are 160 items, 44 areas of cooperation. Among them, got this under the people-to-people pillar, Expo 2025 Osaka Kansai. So this is one of the key measures for Japan and ASEAN to work together to showcase ASEAN, make use of Japan to the world. So this is ASEAN's participation in this vibrant expo in front of all the people and countries around the world. This itself is a significant commitment and collaboration work between ASEAN and Japan. So especially in the year when, as Ambassador DSC Nara said, Vision 2045 is adopted. So look forward to ASEAN showcasing the new vision so that it will be playing more important role for the benefit of Japan, the region, and the world.
Thank you, DSG, Ambassador. Further question? Yes, please.
Good morning. My name is Fajar from metotbnews.com for DG Naraya. And what makes difference between the involvement of ASEAN in this World Expo in Osaka with the previous in Dubai? And the second one for Ambassador Kia. With this economic turmoil happens today in the world, what can Osaka bring to maybe promoting the better for the world in the economic area? Thank you.
Thank you, colleagues. So first question, DSG, please.
Thank you for the question. I think you're asking about the point of difference between our last participation in Dubai and our participation in Osaka. At the onset, we always need to look at the evolving progress and development that is happening in ASEAN as well as globally. When we participate in 2020, there was under slightly different circumstances, and today the world has evolved quite significantly in 2025, and of course by location, Osaka being in the Asia region, there's a lot more attraction that we will have from people largely from the region. Where we also have one of the closest partnership, like in this case with Japan. And that point of difference is the vision of 2045, where we are able to really share that and able to embed that with the visitors, throughout the event, starting from that April all the way to October.
Thank you, Ambassador.
Yes, thank you. So my hope is that both ASEAN and Japan would benefit from this expo to respond to this current economic and the trade challenge in two ways. One is through high-level meetings. I think later this week, there will be an opening ceremony already. Then from that time on, for the next 6 months, there will be so many high-level visitor meetings, including those from the US, from other countries in the world. So it's a global challenge, so they need to really compare notes and think about create good solutions. So I'm hoping that through those high-level meeting exchanges, making use of this expo opportunity, that will contribute to bring about a solution. Secondly, through science, technology, and innovation. Of course, trade is one thing that's very important, but another important thing which will affect the economy is technology. So this focus of Expo is to create new value through science, technology, and innovation. So we are hoping that by bringing together all the wisdoms from around the world, including ASEAN and Japan, both ASEAN and Japan would benefit from the creation of values and some inspirations from Expo. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador, DSG. Further questions? Yes.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Naraya and Mr. Masahiko. My name is Afeo from Tempo Magazine. maybe I have one specific question about the current issues. Maybe you both can tell us about it. We know that World Expo Osaka has been prepared for a long time between Japan and ASEAN. But lately, however, as we know, the U.S. President Donald Trump has imposed an import tariff policy that has shaken the world. Will this policy also be a highlight at the World Expo Osaka? Maybe is there any talk about these issues in World Expo Osaka? Thank you.
Thank you for the questions. Ambassador first, DSG.
Well, thank you. The simple answer is that we'll do our very best to make most of this event to address the challenges, very challenging in the world, including the trade issue. So as I said, I believe, in my view, that through high-level meetings and exchanges, as well as through promoting science and technology innovation collaboration, Expo can contribute to addressing the economic challenges that we were already facing. But beyond that, I think this is one event. I think the world is addressing successive challenges. Of course, you may be interested in this, but some months ago, Gaza is an issue, then Ukraine is an issue, climate change is an issue. So I think while watching the imminent, very important issue, I think we also care. We need to care for all the challenges, short-term, as well as mid-term and long-term. So I think what Expo would like to address is to realize a good world for the world, for the region and the world. So I'm hoping that this Expo would bring about solution not only to this imminent tariff issue, but also from across the wide challenges. Thank you.
Yes, DSG.
Yeah, thank you for that question. In addition to what Ambassador Kia has mentioned, I think I would like to add that on that topic, there are, the relevant ASEAN committees that are addressing the issue. But agreed with Ambassador Kia that we would like to reinforce and focus, on many the challenges that are and really opportunities, that are ahead and in face of us, especially many of our younger generation that we would like to look after for them. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Colleagues, please hold your questions for this session. We will continue for the second segment of our program, and there will be the second round of Q&A. Don't worry, just please hold to it first. So, DSG, Ambassador, thank you so much for the enriching discussion that we had so far. We are now entering the second session of our program, which will include a live connection with our colleagues in Osaka. In this session, we welcome any questions related to the ASEAN Pavilion, its preparation to the opening this weekend, and then the activities throughout the 2025 Expo duration. Then those questions could be directed to the excellencies here, but also could be directed to our colleagues that are there in Osaka currently. However, before that, we would like to show you a video highlighting the current preparation of the ASEAN Pavilion, which will be officiated on 13 April 2025 by the Secretary General of ASEAN, Dr. Kao Kim Horn. Please enjoy the video.
The ASEAN Secretariat is proud to be part of the World Expo 2025 in Osaka, Japan, a global platform to shape the future together. The ASEAN Pavilion will showcase the region's diversity, progress, and unity under the theme Building Bridges. Visitors will experience ASEAN's rich heritage, economic dynamism, and commitment to a sustainable and interconnected future. Visit us at the ASEAN Pavilion at the World Expo 2025 Osaka on 13 April until 13 October 2025.
Okay, thank you. We are now entering the highly anticipated segment, a live report directly from our expo team in Osaka. This will be a fantastic opportunity to get an update from the expo site ground team and to gain insights relevant to the ASEAN Pavilion's preparations for the World Expo 2025. Following the live report, we will have another round of Q&A for you. Expo team, are you still there? Hi.
Yes, we're here.
Konnichiwa, Shinta-san. Helen-san.
Konnichiwa, Desya-san.
Konnichiwa,
Okay.
Kadesia, and ASEAN colleagues.
All right. So may I give the floor to you for your live report, please? Okay. Floor is
Thank you,
yours.
Polly. Thank you. A very good morning to everyone who is connecting in Jakarta and also those connecting online. Good afternoon. My name is Shinta and this is Helen. And we are the ASEAN Pavilion team stationed here in Umeshima, Osaka, Japan. So in the next few minutes, we'll be updating you with all the progress, all of the excitements that are happening here on site. And we're very happy to connect with you all.
Yes, the World Expo 2025 will open this weekend on the 13th of April. The event aims to coordinate and accelerate global event action to address challenges and advance developments around the world. As Ambassador Kia has mentioned, more than 160 countries and regions are participating in this event. 7 of them are international organizations, including ASEAN. April is especially a big month here in Osaka. Last weekend, from the 4th until the 6th of April, a test run is taking place in the expo site. During this time, people are allowed to come into the expo site and be among the first to experience the expo. For us international organizations, this is the opportunity to test facilities and crowd management. Especially for the ASEAN Pavilion, we take this time to fine-tune our exhibitions. For Pavilion with bigger spaces, they are testing operations of their shops, the restaurants, and also mobility services. And some of our member states is noted to be doing very well at the test runs. For example, Singapore. The pavilion has gathered huge crowds over there. Next, we will go to the pavilion tour led by Shinta.
Okay, thank you, Helen. So right here, we're actually at the Shared International Organizations Pavilion, and we're sharing the space with other international organizations. For example, the International Fusion Energy, and we also have the International Solar Alliance, or ISA. We also have World Expo Museum and the International Science and Technology Center. And right here, next to our pavilion, we have the pavilions of the United Nations and also the International Red Cross. And across the ASEAN Pavilion, we also have the pavilions of China, Brazil, Austria, and also Kuwait. So we're also very much conveniently located, maybe around 10 to 15 minutes walk from the Umeshima station. And we're very happy because we're going to be bringing you to a tour inside our pavilion, which is actually not going to be open to the public until 1 p.m. today at the Expo Media Day. So you will be the very first people to witness our pavilion. And we'll see you in a bit.
Yes, so I believe they are taking us on a tour through the ASEAN Pavilion. Okay. Oh, there it is. Right.
Okay, so here is the facade of our pavilion and how the visitors are going to be greeted when they first enter the Shared International Organizations Pavilion. So we have here a wooden arch that is crafted with different ASEAN landmarks, as you see here. And we, of course, have the ASEAN emblem, and the ASEAN staff will be stationed here to welcome the visitors. To the left here, you can see what we call the ASEAN Forest. So this is an initiative that is done through our collaboration with the ASEAN Centers for Biodiversity. You can actually have a virtual tour through the ASEAN Heritage Parks, and it's going to be officially launched on the 13th of April. And you can also be hanging some wishes about your wish for the future of ASEAN And of course, this corner is also going to be highlighting the important roles that the forests have for supporting the ecosystem services and also the different initiatives that ASEAN have to safeguard its forest resources. And now we're moving in to the center part of our pavilion. So we are trying to highlight the different pillars that we have under our community. And in the first wall that we have here, we have the ASEAN Political Security Community pillar, where we will be showing all the different initiatives that we have under the pillar and how throughout these initiatives we are able to connect lives, both in the region and also beyond. And if we move over to the side, we actually have a dedicated ASEAN-Japan relations wall because the expo is going to be taking place right here in Japan, and Japan has been our valuable partner for over 50 years. Here, we actually have the artwork that is also going to be started and launched on the 13th, and it was actually created during the summit in Kyoto last year by the ASEAN Japan Future Generation Business Leaders. So this artwork is going to be showing all of the faces of the people in ASEAN. Okay, I'll be bringing you over here where we have an artwork by an Indonesian textile artist. Her name is Caroline Rika. So this is actually a weaving, and we choose weaving because it holds deep cultural significance across ASEAN member states. And we also want to show the commitment of ASEAN in safeguarding the environment towards sustainability. And that's also the reason why we are choosing to use fabric waste. And in the process of making this artwork, we are actually working with the different women collectives in Jakarta, Indonesia. So you can get inside the artwork, and then you can also have some virtual reality experience by scanning through the QR code. Okay, I'm going to bring you through a little bit more. We have the official uniform for ASEAN 11 here. And if we're moving towards here, you will see these tablets. This is actually what we call the game corner, where visitors are going to be able to test their knowledge on different things about ASEAN. So it can be about the traditional customs of ASEAN, and then its language, and also it's going to be about the different culinary delights that we have. And once they finish the challenge and they are able to pass a certain score, they will be able to receive exclusive ASEAN merchandises as well. So we're moving back here to the ASEAN Economic Community wall. And what we really want to highlight here is how the initiatives under the economic pillars have been helping to save lives across the region. We want to show how ASEAN is one of the largest economic region in the world and how it's giving shared prosperity through all of its citizens. And just right across the community pillar of the economic community, we have here what we call the connectivity and tourism wall. So as you can see, we have this VR goggles. This is actually what will bring visitors firsthand to dive into the different ASEAN heritage sites located across the member states. And they will also be able to find out about itineraries when they go to ASEAN. And what we really want to highlight here is we want to show ASEAN as one single tourism destination. Okay, so we are moving to the other side where we actually had the press conference earlier. So this particular wall is going to be the photo booth for the visitors because it has all of our visuals. Our branding tries to incorporate and show as much of as possible the diversity of ASEAN through utilizing different bright colors to add the excitement to the expo, and also incorporating the different flowers of the ASEAN member states. And I hope you still bear with me for a moment. This is the final wall that we have, which is the ASEAN Socio-Cultural Community Pillars, and how it's empowering lives by promoting sustainability initiatives and also the different projects that ASEAN have under disaster risk reduction, among others. So we're going to be back with you just in a bit. And this concludes our pavilion tour for now.
Yeah, thank you so much, Shinta and Helen. So, yeah, what I'm seeing is how the ASEAN Secretariat team trying to convey the message of ASEAN, how our region enjoys shared prosperity, shared empowerment from the association and its member states through various initiatives under the three pillars, through engaging efforts presented at the Expo. So, thank you for the report, Osaka team. Excellencies, Nara and Ambassador Kia, would you like to kickstart the Q&A session first by addressing our team in Osaka? Please, Ambassador first.
Oh, the questions. Yes, my question is, what was the most challenging part in preparing for this presentation toward the final stage?
Thank you, Ambassador Kia, for the question. So we think that one of the hardest part about here is, of course, because we are used to a much warmer climate, and it's been like very cold here in Osaka. So for us, as the stuff is kind of too much in the first part, but now we're actually getting used to it. And then the other part is also because everyone is doing very well right here. We can actually see progress everywhere across the site. So I think one of the hardest part is how to be very prominent in regards to the other pavilions that are already here on site. But for that, we are also doing different promotion channels. For example, we have been using a lot of social media engagements. For example, by releasing our ASEAN Pavilion character design competition, we will also be releasing our social media challenge online in the hope that we will also be able to really highlight our participation at the expo.
Well, two more questions.
Please, Ambassador.
I'm very curious. One is, thank you for showing around the pavilion itself. But apart from the pavilion, what kind of concrete events are currently being planned for the duration of the expo? Some parades or some cultural events, some business promotion events or visits, cultural events? And that's the first question. Second question, what will be the collaboration between the ASEAN Pavilion and ASEAN Secretariat team on the one hand, and the respective ASEAN member states pavilions? Will there be any exchanges? I heard that there will be a trail challenge or anything, but what will be the collaboration between the member states on one hand and the ASEAN Secretariat on the other?
Thank you very much, Ambassador Kia, for your question. So as you mentioned, the expo will be running throughout the 6 months. And of course, we have an exciting lineup of programs and activities. First of all, the expo, they have this thing called the theme week. So these are different themes that are taking place for 8 different weeks. For example, we have the Earth and Biodiversity Week, and also Learning and Playing Week. And ASEAN Pavilion will be participating in this different thing with our own program. So for example, what we have in store for the Learning and Playing Week, we will be bringing the different ASEAN member states board game for the visitors in Japan to try firsthand to play the game. And we will also be having, for example, a panel discussion on smart cities and also inclusive businesses that is taking place under the co-creating future mobility. soon in May, and it is going to be done with our partner ASEAN Japan Center. And another initiative that we would also like to highlight is August is going to be a big month. So it's going to be big both in Jakarta, as usual, with the celebration of the ASEAN Day, but it's also going to be very big here in Osaka. I mean, our team is going to try our best to make it big here as well. So the ASEAN Day celebration is taking place on 8th of August. We will be starting with a parade. We actually also are asking for the support of our member states pavilion to send their representatives. And it's going to be a mix of dances and also the different songs. And we will just be going under the ring that is constructed around the expo site. And then it's going to be continued with an official ceremony at what we call the Expo National Day Fall. And it will also be followed by a performance of something called PC ASEAN. So they are a collective of performers coming from the different countries of Southeast Asia, and they will be performing on behalf of ASEAN and try to showcase all the best things that we have across the region. So that's just to give you some ideas of what we have planned right now. But for further updates and the full line of activities, we would like to invite you to check our microsite and of course to stay tuned to our social medias. And for the next question, Helen will try to answer.
Thank you, Shinta. Just to add to already extensive points, I just want to add the ASEAN Pavilion is also engaging Japanese communities during our participation in the expo. For example, we are working with the Fukuoka Institute of Technology to showcase the student project at our pavilion. Their project is focusing to address the issue of food waste and like food and showcase food technology. So we are really, really excited about that. Another thing is we are also working with Kansai University, who will be hosting our artists for the residency program. We are very excited to engage the faculty members and students during this time later in August too. Thank you.
Thank you, Sinta and Helen. So I believe there's one element from the question from Basur Kia that was still unanswered. Is on the collaboration between ASEAN Pavilion and the respective member states pavilion. I believe that will be on ASEAN presence. Right, yes. Do you mind to elaborate on that?
Yes, thank you very much, Hadesya. So we are going to be having something called ASEAN Presents. It is actually cultural performance, and the representatives from the ASEAN member states will be performing on behalf of ASEAN Secretariat. So it's going to be under the ASEAN banner. This is actually an initiative that has been receiving a very positive review or excitement from our thoughts back then in Dubai. And we hope that the same thing can also happen here in Osaka. And I cannot give you further details because you have to stay to our social medias. But for example, Indonesia, they'll be showing their martial arts. And also we have Thailand with their dance. So it's going to be very mixed because as you know, ASEAN is very rich as a region. And another thing, we are also having what we call the ASEAN Trail Challenge. So this is actually a very unique temporary experience where the visitors can actually get an actual passport that will bring them through like different ASEAN member states pavilion. So once they finish the challenge and they have their passport stamped, they can come back to our pavilion to claim different exclusive prizes. So these things are some of the initiatives that we are working with the ASEAN member states to further amplify the collaborations that we have under the ASEAN banners.
Thank you, Sinta and Helen. That's a very good answer. And actually, as colleagues can see, Diazinara was just holding up the passport. That is the passport that Sinta was talking about for the ASEAN Trail Challenge. So the visitors can come get that passports in the ASEAN Pavilion, and then they go around to the ASEAN Member States Pavilion, collect the stamps, get back to the ASEAN Pavilion and claim some gifts. So that is like one of our efforts to show collaboration between the ASEAN Pavilion and all respective member states. Diazinara, do you have some comments or questions to the ground team?
Well, the official opening is coming up soon. Maybe you can tell us just a little bit about the excitement and the atmosphere happening at the moment.
Yes, DSG and media colleagues, we are very happy to report that we are really feeling the expo hype here in Osaka. There's a miyaku miyaku in every corner of the city at the moment. And also, 13th of April is big day not only for the Japan Association of the World Expo 2025, but also ASEAN Pavilion and our member states. On that day, Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand are also planning to launch the pavilion during different times of the day. So we are hoping for greater hype on that day. And coincidentally, the weekend also falls with the Songkran Week, which is the New Year celebrated by many member countries of ASEAN. So that is especially a very exciting week for our member states and us as well here.
Okay, thank you, Helen and Shinta. So it's time for you, media colleagues. Do you want to pose questions to the excellencies up on the stage or to the ground team, Helen and Shinta? You may just raise your hand and state your questions. Yes, please.
Well, I have a question to the two of you in Osaka now. I am Kano from the Asahi Shimbun, Japan, and I have a question about the great earthquake happening in Myanmar, which is unexpected at all. Do you guys have some plans or schedule to do some like donation activities in the ASEAN Pavilion during the Kansai Expo? Thank you.
Thank you. Helen and Shinta?
If I may answer, thank you so much for your question and concern for the recent situation in Myanmar. At the moment, we don't have anything planned to respond to the situation, but please follow us on our socials should there be any in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Further questions, colleagues? Yes.
Hi, Sinta and Helen. I'm Citra from TVRI, Jakarta. I have 4 questions actually, but they're small questions. First, what activities or events that each of you are looking forward to? Like Sinta, you mentioned about in August, but specifically what both of you are looking forward to. And then second one, is there any online catalogs for the items that you are exhibiting there that we can see from here? Because when you showed us, there are things that are really interesting, but it was only for a short moment that you showed us. And third one, where can we find a comprehensive time schedule for the things that will be happening there in the Asian Pavilion? And also fourth one, is there any opportunity for us to come to you and report on you guys? Thank you.
Great questions. So, Sinta and Helen, you may divide it among yourself.
Okay, thank you. We will be dividing the questions into 2 parts, and the next part Helen can help to answer. So for me personally, what got me really excited is actually about the Air Asia Travel Challenge, because I know how huge of a hit it was in Dubai, and back then I haven't joined ASEAN Secretariat. So I personally would like to join the challenge and go around all the different ASEAN member states pavilions. Actually, yesterday we had the chance to visit one of the ASEAN member states pavilion, like actually going to the inside, which is Thai pavilion, and that already like gives me like so much excitement of what to look for in the other member states pavilions. And I also look forward to receiving the merchandises, of course, like through joining the actual challenge like the other visitors. And for the second question, is it about the different activities that we have at the pavilion, the catalog?
Yes.
So right now what we have is the ASEAN Pavilion microsite, where we actually have the details of each activities that are taking place in our pavilion. So for example, the VR goggle that was mentioned, and then the artwork, the art, it's all there. So we invite you to scan the QR code later because I think it's also part of the media kit or the QR code that is going to be flashed back there offline in Jakarta. And you can check the full lineup of our activities.
Right.
If I may
Helen?
add,
Yes.
yes. Thank you, Kades, for the opportunity to answer this question. Personally, I'm very excited about the ASEAN Artist Residency Program, not only because we're bringing someone from the Southeast Asia to come here to experience and immerse in Japanese culture and environment to actually produce an artwork, but also this selected candidate will be conducting workshops and events and actually engage with the Japanese public here at the expo during the 1 month period. So I'm very looking forward to do that.
And for the other questions about the timeline of the activities, actually we're planning to post it in our social media. That's why earlier we were mentioning for everyone to stay tuned to our social media. So it's going to be posted monthly because we have different lineup of activities every month. And also, for the last question, sorry, because I have like a very bad memory. Can anyone refresh me on what was the last question, please?
The last question was on whether the media colleagues can come to the ASEAN Pavilion at the World Expo to do coverage there.
Okay. Thank you very much. We're very happy that we have also been gaining excitement from the media colleagues. As you know, ASEAN Stop, we will be stationed here and we're ready to welcome you at any time. And for the method in which you can access the expo site itself, they actually have this thing called the media pass. So we can, of course, give you further details on how to access this media pass and how you can actually get access to the expo. And at the meantime, we'll be preparing for the time that you will actually be visiting our pavilion.
Yes, thank you, Sinta and Helen. So, colleagues, there are information regarding ASEAN participation at the World Expo right there in our website, asean.org. You can search, there is a dedicated microsite where all this information are presented there. There is also a World Expo experience virtually that were given by the Japan Foundation as the organization, of course, that the link to the virtual expo we will share with you, I think in the coming days, either through the microsite or through our media relations officer. Okay, so any further question? Yes?
The quick one, Sinta and Helen, could you please to elaborate, because I'm wondering about the participation of the Timor-Leste in ASEAN Pavilion. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for the question. We are very happy to share that Timor-Leste is also part of the expo. Indeed, they're actually opening their own pavilion also this very weekend. In terms of the ASEAN Pavilion programming itself, we can assure you that Timor-Leste is engaged and invited. For example, this very weekend on the 13th of April 2025, Timor-Leste will be participating in our pavilion launch. We will be launching the pavilion at 11 a.m. Osaka time, and joining us is representatives from the pavilions of member states, but also the ambassadors based in Tokyo. Adding to the guest list, also we will have ASEAN Japan Center, who has been supporting us in putting together our presentation here at the expo. So we are really, really looking forward to this weekend.
Yes, and with that, I think we can close our second session at this moment. Further questions, either directed to our excellencies or to our theme, could be emailed to us, and then we can answer it through you. Thank you so much. So, excellencies, Desji, Helen, and Shinta, as the World Expo will take place over the next 6 months, we encourage members of the press to actively engage with our team regarding coverage of the ASEAN Pavilion's activities throughout the Expo. You can find more information on program and activities in our website. Before we conclude today's press conference, I would like to call for a group photo, right, with all the participants, because it's a rare occasion that we're all here. So may I please invite everyone to rise from your seats and join the excellencies on stage. So we will have a group photo on stage, right? Excellencies, you may please rise from your seats so our team can...
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your participation. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, just... Yes, member of the press, you can come up stage, please. Come. Yeah. Please, please. Oh, well then you will not be in the picture. Media colleagues, so thank you so much for today's active participation. There are some coffee break, coffee, tea, and some snacks. There are some coffee break, coffee, tea, and some snacks, I think, ready for you just behind the door on the right side. So thank you so much once again, and we wait for your stories. We wait for your coverage on the event and the opening of the World Expo. Thank you so much.